Okay. Likutei Halachos, Hilchos, Bircot, Hashachar, Halacha Gimel. So we hold in Sif Tesvav. וזה בחינת Bircot Hater. This is also that differentiation in, asserting that the neshama the kedusha is the one, and not the neshama sitra achra is the one we have with us. And this kind of birur, something needs to take place every single day, because the confusion, the switching, which is the inyan of the chamber of exchange, is something that takes place every day, rather every night. It says, so this is also the bchinas Bircot Hater. This is also the principle behind the Bircot Hater that we make. Ki Torah bchinas aron ha'edus. The Torah is the cabinet of testimony. When it was put on the cows, the cows started to sing. This is when Am Yisrael were in the time of the Shoftim, in the time of Shmuel Hanavi, that Am Yisrael went to war against the Plishtim, against the Philistines. And at the time, what they did was, it was a time of anger. It's the end of the era of the judges, and the last judge was Eliakim, and he had two sons, Chofni and Pinchas, and they were haughty, they were behaving in inappropriate manner, and so when Am Yisrael had the war against the Plishtim, what they did was they took the Aron Kodesh. They took the Aron Kodesh, and see, the story actually begins when the Kadosh Baruch Hu brought the Yeshua before the Makkah, and Shmuel Hanavi was born, and he comes to the Mishkan. His mother, conscripts him to the Mishkan, and he has his first nevuah. Kadosh Baruch Hu is telling him about the fact that Eli Cohen's sons are behaving improperly, and therefore, they're gonna be punished, and actually, in Eli Cohen, since he did not admonish them, is also going to be punished, and there will be no male succession to Beis Eli. The Gemara says that if anybody tells you Beis Eli, this is similar that he's an Eved, that he's a slave. Anyhow, so, and when Eli Cohen asked Shmuel Hanavi, what happened? Yes. What did Hashem tell you? So Shmuel, he didn't want to tell him, but he pressed him, so he told him, and Eli Cohen was Mekabel Ladin. And Am Yisrael went to war against the Plishtim, and they took the Aron Kodesh with them, and the Plishtim were scared out of their wits when the Aron Kodesh came with them, but it was a gzera from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and Am Yisrael, Israel lost the Milchama, and the Plishtim took the Aron Kodesh. So when Eli Cohen heard that and his sons were killed, the sons of Eli Cohen were killed in the war. They were the Kohen Mashiach that came out with the war. They got killed. The Aron Kodesh was taken captive. So when they told Elekon that his children died, that's he was able to say when they told him that the Kodesh was taken captive, he fell backwards and broke his neck and died. This he couldn't take, and so the Plishtim took Doron Kodesh to I think it was to Gaza,
That's what
and there was the big temple of Dagon. This is their Getchke. There is half fish, half person. It's there because they come from Crete, the Plishtim.
That's fish.
Yeah, no, this nation, Plishtim, they came from Crete, and they're by ship, and their God is like it's like a water thingy,
Crete is like the next country over, right?
No, and Crete is the next island over.
Next island.
Is the next island. The one closest to Israel is Cyprus,
Right.
and then there's another one called Crete, which is bigger. Further on, Crete is like, I think it's bigger. Yeah. Anyhow, so they come from Crete. So the Plishtim was celebrating, and they took the Oren Kodesh, and they put it in the temple of Dagon. To celebrate the fact that Dagon is a greater God, so to speak. In the morning they came, and Dagon, and this huge statue of Dagon was on the ground bowing to Doron Kodesh. So they put it up again. The next morning it was there, cut to pieces. The legs, the torso, the head, again in front of On Hashem. And what happens is that this town, this principality, where they had 5 major metropolises in the town that were carried with walls and everything, there was an incredible Magefa, plague that happened, and it got so bad. People were dying and everything. So they moved the Oren Kodesh to another one of the cities, and the same thing happened over there. Everybody started getting sick and dying. It seems they, I think all of them already they realized they have to give it back. They don't know what to do, so one of the cities says, "Is it because of the Oren Kodesh or not?" This is the thing that. So the Zakanim of the Plishtim, what they said, and this is what we're going to do: we're going to make a brand new wagon, and we're going to put the Oren Kodesh on it. Then we're going to take cows, I don't remember how many. We're going to take cows, but these are very young cows that haven't yet weaned from their mothers. And the mothers are still in the cow shed. And we're going to tie this young calf, these young cows, heifers, we're going to tie them to the agala, to the wagon.
Yeah.
So where is the natural, this is to go back to the mother, right? So says, we'll see, if they'll go back to the mother, and it's not because of the Oren Kodesh, and if it's because of the Oren Kodesh, so they put it, and the minute that they put, they tied up and they put the Oren Kodesh on the wagon, the cows started to walk towards Bet Shemesh, here. And there's this little hill, in front of the, not far from Big, between this is the hill supposedly that
This hill?
Yeah, right outside.
Yeah, like near Gimel.
No, the other side.
Yeah, on the other side of Gimel.
No.
Tel Bet Shemesh, no?
No, I don't think so. Anyhow, so it's around here.
Yeah.
It's around here. It's the Kvish 38.
Oh, the hill by Yishi.
Yeah. Over there.
Right outside.
Supposedly that's the hill.
Right.
They came over and the cows were singing all along the way. Yeah, no, not mumu. They were singing with words. They were singing, Uri Ashita, Uri Ader. I'm not exactly sure what it was, but just a beautiful poem that they were singing all along the way, and they were carrying this. And when they got to Bet Shemesh, the people, the koitzrim, the reapers in the field, they were reaping the wheat. When they saw the Kodesh, so immediately they bowed down and they stopped and they took the cows and they sacrificed oilers, they shechted for oilers for Kodesh Baruch Hu, and this is how the Oren Kodesh came back. But that aspect of the Oren Kodesh being put on the cows, or on the wagon that the cows were carrying, that caused the animals to sing, is an aspect of this box that the teva that the tzaddik gave to the Ben HaMelech, that put on an animal and started to sing. So he says, the Torah is the ark of testimony. When they put it on the cows, they started singing. All this belongs to the rectification and the ascertaining of his nefesh from that switch, the retrieving of his nefesh from the switch as it is understood in this Ma'aseh. And all these things that they told them at that particular point in time about this levush, about this garment that the sun receives from that the moon receives from the sun, and this very real instrument, which is the ark. All this was the tikkun of his melech, and through this he was zeicha to retrieve his proper stature, and look over there in the Ma'aseh, and you'll understand. This is the essence of Ner Chanukah. Is to light up and to illuminate the light of the truth in the world, that everybody should know where the emes lies. As it says, Shlach ochava mitecha amayanchuni, send your light and your truth, and that will guide me. As Rabbeinu said in the Torah, in Torah Beis Chelek Beis, it says, Yemei Chanukah Memoider, the days of Chanukah, the days of thanks. Dahainu, Shalei mitzvahs Ner Chanukah, through the mitzvah of Ner Chanukah, Mamshich Yemei Rasa Emes Ba'olam. You will bring down the illumination of truth in the world, that will be zoicha to know and to differentiate between the Ben HaMelech and Ben HaShifcha, to know who is the Ben Melech and who is the Ben HaShifcha. And to retrieve our neshamas from the sheker of the chambers of exchanges, which is the source of all the bilbulim of the person, that he is so, in doubt. And Al Pirov, he doesn't know the truth in general and in particular. He doesn't know b'chlal where to go, and also in particular, what am I supposed to do now? What am I not supposed to do now? All this is the sof gechol atmuros, and through the mitzvah of Ner Chanukah was zoicha to be mamshich, the illumination of the truth, that each one will be able to ascertain ben ha'emes lelehefech, b'chlal leprat. You'll be able to tell between the truth and the lie, in general and in particular, in the macro and the micro. And this is this is what it says in Kavanah Sari. Shalidei Ner Chanukah, through Ner Chanukah mamshich in oras ha'emes, you bring about the illumination of the truth. This is the 8 days of Chanukah, she'em keneged 8 pa'amim emes shebe'emes v'yotziv. This is 8 times it says, if you'll see after you say Kriyat Shema. So you say Hashem Elokeichem, emes, and then it's emes v'yotzev, and this is emes, and this and this, and emes ataru shamat achu, and emes, and you took it off Mitzrayim, and emes. This 8 times emes. The word emes is mentioned. Each time that emes is mentioned is keneged one day of Chanukah. It's another ascertaining when we're saying in the bracha of emes v'yotzev, and we're saying emes, and this is emes is it. What we're doing in each emes that we are affirming. We are illuminating another aspect, another gilui of emes in the world. You know, one is the emes v'yotzev, this is one thing, and then there's another one. Each one is a different gilui of emes, which is parallel to the 8th bechina of emes in of Neros Chanukah. Shem keneged shema panis me'emes v'yotzev anu kanal ki ikar is galus ha'emes, because the main ascertaining, the main revealing of emes is to ascertain the emes b'vil gomo in complete clarity, to be absolutely clear. We'll be able to retrieve our neshamas from any aspect of slavery, of being ben hashifcha. And this is done by the fact that we'll be zocher to get close to tzadikei emes, which are etzem emes in this world. And he says like this. This is the 8th time emes that you say during that portion of emes before Shmona Esrei. You reveal the truth and of HaKadosh Baruch and His Torah in different kind of languages. And you repeat, and you triple, and you quadruple. And to reveal the truth one time after the other until 8 times. Like I was saying, Emes v'yotzi v'nocham v'kayam v'chulei, Emes elokei olam v'chulei, Emes v'emunah, there's another. And then, and afterwards, in the 8th time, we say, Emes v'mitzrayim ge'altanu Hashem elokei v'dim b'yitanu. In other words, once you reach the 8th time, you're zecher to come out of slavery. Emes v'mitzrayim ge'altanu Hashem elokeinu mi'bes avod nepeditanu. You retrieved us from the house of slaves. Which means these 8 times of emes that we repeat, the 8 revelations of emes, because Ilolei de Mistafina, I would say that 7 times is Keneged Olam Hazeh, because this world is a world of 7 dimensions. The up, down, left, right, forwards, backwards, in the middle. This is the 7 days of the week, which is the time which includes in it all the existence in this world. There's no time in this world outside of 7 days. Yom HaShmini, the 8th day, alludes to the Bina. Bina is Olam Haba. Bina is beyond this world, which is the source of this world. That's the thing that gives birth to this world. Bina is Ima, is the mother. This world is the child, so to speak. Is actually the daughter. So it's a Ima Bina, the Yom HaShmini, doesn't say, that's what we sing in Maoz Tzur. We sing Bnei Vino, children of Bino, Yemei Shmoino, 8 days. The 8 days are children of Bina. We say, so once we get to the Bina is already Olam Haba, there's a clear assertion and verification of what the truth is. Mimele, it is being saved from slavery. That's why 7 times we say emes, 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 emes. The minute the 8th time we mean it, then we say Bet Abadim Vitani, you retrieved us from the house of slavery. In other words, we're getting out of being a slave.
How many emes are there?
What?
13?
No, 8. The 8th. And it says, that in other words, that we're zeicher to get out of slavery to freedom, that we're zeicher to cleanse, to retrieve our neshamas from being an aspect of slave, from the Egyptian slavery. We're zeicher to mekabel the Torah, we're zeicher to receive the Torah, which is the Pchinas Malchus, as it is said, Bi Mlocha Mi Mlocha. The minute you have the Torah, you have kingship. Ainu shetachzor nishma seinu ma'aloso, that our neshama will get back to its mila, to its proper stature, to a pchina of ben hamelech, to a pchina of being the son of the king. Ki zeh ikar habiur. That's the ultimate goal of ascertaining shezorchen al dei his galus emes, that you are zorchen through the revelation of the emes, which is the 8-time emes, which is emes of Yotzev, because the main revelation of emes perfectly is when you are zercha to such revelation of emes that you are able to get out of being the son of the shifcha, of the maiden servant, to completely exit a state of mental and spiritual slavery, and to enter mental and spiritual kingdom. It's truth that you retrieved us, you redeemed us from Mitzrayim, and you retrieved us from the house of slaves. This is the 8 days. This is the 8 days of Chanukah. This is parallel to the 8-time emes. This is the main miracle of Chanukah. That the Malchus Harishah was broken down. This is the filth of the snake, and the Malchus the Kedusha of Am Yisrael was elevated, and which is Ben HaMelech, as we said before. And because the emes is melech and the sheker is a slave, because the sheker exists in the world. The reason why the emes is the melech and the sheker is the slave, and now in this world, this is the alma the shikra. This is the world of lie, of deceit. The illumination, or the switch is that people think that the lie is the truth, and the truth is the lie. But initially, the lie was created, the possibility of lying was created so that we'll have bechira, so we'll have choice. Because if you only have one option, you don't have no choice. In order to have free choice, you have to be able to choose bad, you have to choose lie. So the lie exists in order to ascertain the truth, in order to perfect you, in order to enable you to go through tests and work at it and achieve your status as a Ben Melech. So you see that the lie exists for the sake of the truth. So that's why the sheker is an Eved, and the emes is the Melech. Because the Eved is supposed to serve the Melech. The sheker is to serve the truth. But in this world, it's being switched. People think that the lie is the truth, and the truth is the Eved, and the truth is the Stam. People that have crazy people that are learning Torah and blah blah blah. Be'ezer Hashem, we will continue this particular shiur tomorrow. If you can please press